What's up, y'all? I jacked up the recording earlier. I was gonna do it in two different clips, so I'm gonna go ahead and just post the entire thing to YouTube. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but I have to. Here you go. All right, y'all. This video is for Tevin and Dom. This dude right here, Wriothesley, B's character, right? This team that I'm using for him ain't really the best team for him. It's still pretty good, but it's not the best because he would rather be on a freeze team or a melt team than a whatever the electricity one is. But it works well, and I'll show you how well. We'll go to the firefly real quick, and then I'll show you what I got on him, and then I'll cut some stuff up so I can make this onto Instagram. I like fighting this bird because a lot of my teams are melt teams or animal-based teams. So I'm going to show you pretty much without food too. This is just straight hands and straight skills. I like to do a lot of reactions. That's kind of a boring way to play. If you have been doing it as long as I have. Like my Kazuha is kind of broken. Got 1,000 EM. And this is how you want to start the fight. Get him, ultimate. This. Switch to her, dodge. This. Put this down because she's got what's the name on. And then start beating the brakes off of him. That's all you got to do. Boom. I don't think I had any like high damage hidden moves. But the reason why I was able to do as much damage as I was is she is shocking him every time water hits. Every time that sword hit, or every time that jellyfish hits, and I have this book on, the Dragon Cell, she is going crazy. Now you switch it with him, and you get random buffs with the Wind Sith. I could have done a better one if this was R5, but since it's not, I could also use this, or I could use this, because with Shimenawa, which is the artifact set that I have on him, the 4-piece right here says when casting an elemental skill, that's if you press R2, or the super basically. If the character has 15 or more energy, they lose 15 energy. Normal, charge attack, and plunge attack damage is increased by 50% for 10 seconds. Now, with her 4-piece that I have for her, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby members is increased by 20%, and their shield strength is increased by 30. I don't have a shield. His swords that he has with the Guhua sword fatal rain screen counts as a shield for some reason. So it does a lot more damage. And the weapon that I have, when switching characters, the new character taking the field has their attack increased by 48%. This attack can only occur once every 20 seconds. With him, his talent, the Ice Fang Rush, right? This junk only lasts 10 seconds. So, if I'm starting out using her, using this Transcendence Baleful Omen, that's giving me a attack, and that lasts for a long time too. 25 seconds that junk lasts, right? And then you go to Xing Cho with him. His swords last for 15. His super lasts for 15. So I got 15 seconds of extra damage because this man is an ice character. So with water and with ice, he's going to hit hard like crazy. I'm probably going to take this to 10 just because he's a normal damage user. And I might do this to 9. But this ultimate, you don't really need it. But had I had this ultimate at level 8 and did it while I was fighting that thing, you would have seen like 5 ticks of, what's the name? See that? Times 159% of my skill damage 5 times. That would have been like maybe 25 to 30k 5 times on the enemy. But since I'm using Shimenawa's, if I got it with the attack increase for 105%, I think that's the one that's got the 1 note symbol. I'm telling you right now, you're going to delete. You're gonna delete like crazy. Now, let's look at these stats real quick. For him, I got 2,000 attack. You do not need more than that. I have 707 elemental mastery because that buff on this weapon. But with this, you do not need more than 2,000. You just don't. Look at his stats. 239 crit damage. That's a lot. My crits is low. So what I'm saying is when I do hit my crits, and you see them 30s and them 20,000s for that ultimate, they hit like crazy. Energy recharge. This is honestly too much. He gets his super back so quick, and I don't understand how. Because there's legit other characters that need a lot of energy. Like this dude, I don't even how do you check that? He needs 60 energy, bruh. I can get his super so quick every time. Every rotation I can use his super at least once. Just because he does not need a lot of energy. Now, if you had Charlotte down here, I haven't built her yet, but she's a healer. She don't heal too much, but her super heals everybody. And then if you're in her circle of the super, it heals, I think, like 4 times. I want to say. Let's look. Yeah, you get like four of them, 4 ticks of health. That's really good, and that's really good for one reason. This man drains his health whenever he does attacks. Shima Nawaz is not the best for him, but if I had the let's see, if I had this right here on, if I was wearing this one, where it says current HP increases or decreases, crit rate will increase by 12% for 5 seconds, max 3 stacks. If I were to do that and had that 4-piece on, I'm doing entirely more damage. And where the heck? There we go. I'm doing entirely more damage because his health fluctuates. You get his health down halfway, do an uppercut because of this skill right here. Right here, I mean, you'll get 30% of your health back, which is quite a bit because he don't need a lot of health. As long as you dodging, you don't have to worry about health. I got 20,000 because I got 2 water characters on. Again, you don't need all that. Now with her elemental mastery is at 250. That's enough. She doesn't need too much because she really can work in anybody's team the same way this man can work in anybody's team. He is one of my perfect characters right after Bennett. Love this man. So, come down here. She got over 50% crit rate with that. But this her energy recharge. Now, if I want to hit a character with ice first, use water, and then use her super, that 273% of elemental energy recharge for her is going to kill it. It's going to hit a 70 or maybe like a 65,000 ultimate, and then I can do a couple attacks after that. Now with him, keep him at here. You don't need this. I was doing this because I first got him 3 years ago, like everybody else. But these two, you can stop here. This right here is I think this is a 9 and this is a 8. You do not need to crown these. You don't. You just don't. Because he's a good character in itself with them. When a rain sword is shattered, when its duration expires, it regenerates the current health base HP. I have 17,000. He's not a healer for me. He's like an emergency. But again, if her, what's the name? If her jellyfish is gone and it's no longer healing me and I'm getting hit, I can use him to heal this character, which will give him more damage to attack. Look at his skills. Look at that. Nothing. He doesn't need it. If I have him on a fire team and I use his R2 or his right bumper, this man is going to melt like crazy. He going to reverse melt like crazy. Energy recharge, 190. If I had 200, I don't need that because the sacrificial sword is an energy recharge weapon. I can use this junk twice and I can get 90% of this man's supers back. With a water character, it cuts that need for the amount of 2 water characters rather. It cuts that need for the amount of elemental recharge you need, because everybody's going to get there super quickly, because water gives you, I want to say it gives you more health, but I think it also gives you, what is it? It gives you more health, and it also lessens what you need for supers. So with him, sacrificial sword, and for him, I'm not even using a good support. What's the name? This works because I'm doing attacks with this character with water. So every time I hit somebody and freeze them, he's a bludgeoner too. So I can freeze people, the water hits them, and then I can uppercut and shatter them, and it does even more damage on top of her. With her elemental mastery sitting where it is at 250, it's shocking. It's overcharging, because that's electricity in ice. And then you got this. These two right here, they gon' they gon' cut up every time. I could do another boss and show you. This is 10 minutes already. So I'm gonna cut this down. I've been talking a little bit too much. Let's get this in here as well. This weapon right here was good on my Mona when my Mona was a level 60. I made sure to get this joint to level 90. And then with her artifacts is the same. She's gonna heal. She's a healer. I got her for healing bonus. Stats ain't even that crazy. You don't need crit rate on her at all. She's not getting any crit rate. You get like negative 100 crit rate or something like that. Maybe negative 200. You do not need crit rate on her. You need energy recharge, health. That's 29,000 health, bro. That's a lot of health. And then you need hydro. Actually, that's a lot. Hydro is because I got a second character on here, but that's all you need. You don't need no crazy teams with this man Wriothesley, bro. He's a good character by himself. He's got a lot of different weapons he can use. He can even use this to have increased attack speed. The only thing I don't like about this is the crit damage is lower than this. But that's because this has more work done into it, and this works as well. You could also use this. This isn't too bad. I think it's probably like the second best 4-star out of this, and we just got this for free doing events. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll see y'all later.